Sul, hello, and Lavis. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is 1326. It's the first day of the year, and we've started with Vilkas and the Miskinis line for a number of reasons, but as we've loaded in, we can see that Vilkas has been feeling really calm and cheerful lately, and he wants to change from being hot-headed to cheerful. And I say, you know what, Vilkas, this is a sign that you've really changed and matured over time, so heck yeah, you can. You may have noticed that the family looks a little bit different down here now. That is because Vilkas has... Why are you doing it inside? You too. This is an outdoors thing. Okay, whatever. Okie dokie. Can you two please go outside and practice instead of doing this inside? You can join cooking if you don't mind. And Aušra... Oh, that's not you. So basically what's happened is Vilkas has gotten married. He got married to another widow in the area. Oh, congrats, Seamus. Nice job, dude. He got married to another widow in the area. Her name is Lena. She was submitted on the gallery by Mighty Bazooka. And she's from a small village in Lithuania. In her younger days fought in raids, but especially after the birth of her daughter, whose father has passed on, she's less keen on fighting and now just wants to lay down roots with her child. So I thought, you know, the two of them are widows together, and that's kind of nice that they can join their families. Sorry, pal, do you mind continuing practicing with Darius? It's just we want to get his skills up, you know. So I think what that means is that soon Elzbieta is going to go on her own way. Maybe she'll end up getting married, you know? Maybe she'll find happiness. She still has a good amount of time on her young adult life. Still has 42 days, so she has more than enough time to sort of like live her own life. Over here we've got Irma. And Irma is Lena's daughter. Oh, their last name hasn't changed yet. You can see that they don't have the strongest romantic relationship, but they do have a pretty strong compatibility and also just a really good friendship. So her last name hasn't changed yet, which is fine. Technically, Vilkas did have more baby tries, but I'm not really interested, to be honest. So we might just move on to the next generation. So today is actually Darius's wedding day. He found a lady that he is into. He is engaged and they will be having their wedding in just a little bit when it's no longer, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it's also Aušra's birthday though as well. So there's lots going on today. Lots going on. Just a little bit more if you don't mind. So what's your swordsmanship? Almost level 4. Archery almost level 4. Guess we're gonna get everyone around here for Aušra's birthday. And then we can go ahead and have the, you know, the wedding for Darius. Wow, a big day for celebrations in this family. Okay, Aušra, you're up. Everyone gather around. Go, Aušra, go! And she is a perfectionist. Oh, nice hair, dude. Okay, let's see what her aspiration will be. First one doesn't count, so number 5. A mead gal. Okay. And let's get her into Cass and see what is she looking like. For Aušra to make it to a teen, she cannot roll a 7. The first one never counts, so... Oh. Okay. But as we know, we've now gone to the role where they have an indeterminate amount of time. You don't know, I'll know. So there are 9 years in the teen lifespan. And so I'll roll to find out how much longer she has, but you won't know. Okay, so will she get married? The only numbers to get married that she cannot roll are 1 or 2. So first one doesn't count, of course. She is going to get married, and how many children will she have out of, well, how many baby attempts will she have? Not necessarily. She can have 8. But I wonder how that'll work given, you know, everything that's going on, you know? Like, I don't really know how that'll work, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. See if she pulls it out. So we'll go ahead and do the wedding at, I think it's gonna happen at 9. Aušra is out here being super cool, badass like her mom Agla was. Darius is being fight a ghost. Okay, let's go start. Put our wedding arch down here. Oh, I guess we have to form a group, don't we? Let us all actions form a group. Did it really have to start blizzarding just now? I'm just waiting for the weather to change from what it currently is, so that we can go out for the wedding. There we go. That's much nicer. Okay, everyone, gather. Please take your seats. I think that's gonna... Okay. Gather for something? Okay, well, exchange vows and kiss if you don't mind. Oh, thank you, Elzbieta. I appreciate that. Oh, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, it already happened. I didn't even hardly have a chance to look at it. Make a snow angel. Okay, well, okay. Spousal kiss, please. Okay, I see that it's not going to work. Thank you for... Well, maybe what you can do is at least give her a first kiss, because you haven't done that yet, because you're such a sweet lad. Aw, cute. At least that part's cute. Aw, cute. Yay! Okay, and I guess that's about that for the wedding. It's not such a big one. Yes. They can get married, but I'm afraid for now Darius is gonna have to move out, and then I'll move them to their new family. Darius, I don't know where your family got all this money from, so you can have 10,000. I guess. Maybe you can, you know, family kiss and tell a dramatic story. Oh, it looks like he's leaving. Okay, so what we've got to do now as well is we've got to see who's going to go to the conflict. I don't think Isabel is going to. We'll check in with their home when we get to them. But Isabel's not going to be going on the conflict. But Vilkas could be going. Darius could be, which we'll roll for him when we get to him. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome. Oh, Vilkas. Heartbreaker. Sure, you can be Jokesters. Okay, so Vilkas, are you going to be going on raid? Heads means he goes, tails means he stays. So for Vilkas, he does not go. Does Darius? He does go. Does Seamus? He does not. And does Aušra? She does not. So Darius is the only one going. So what's happening in Lithuania this year that I think is kind of interesting is that In 1326, King Ladislav the Elbow High seemingly contradicted his alliance with Lithuania when he signed a truce with the Order, and the Order probably thought they were dividing two of their enemies because, of course, by this point, Poland and Lithuania had kind of like come to terms of agreement when they married their children to each other. In addition, they knew that Ladislav the Elbow High had problems with the Tatars on his border and had recently received a papal indulgence for, I'm going to paraphrase it because it's quite long, for defending the Catholic faith, or for a battle in the Kingdom of Poland, or a battle in any other Christian land or areas close to the above-mentioned kingdom, or near to it inhabited by schismatics, Tatars, or any other mix of pagan nations. And I think in hindsight, the key word of that papal indulgence is the word "or," because Ladislav's true target was Brandenburg, which was a part of the Holy Roman Empire and a city which had never felt military threat, even during the height of the Baltic Crusades in the 13th century. So in the spring of 1326, he invaded with David of Gardinus and a force of both Polish soldiers and Samogitian warriors. And it was a pretty grisly scene, according to chroniclers at the time, who mentioned the classic, burning of churches and the murder of clergy members, but with some more specific scenes, such as when a group of men were arguing over a beautiful woman and their commander came and cut her in half, saying that each could have the part that they wanted instead. Some thought that the Polish were horrified and that this would be the end of the Polish-Lithuanian alliance when they saw how the Lithuanians or the Samogitians had acted. However, the Order were not willing to take that chance, and they made alliances with people who would threaten Ladislav's grip on the Polish throne, hoping to weaken him. Despite that, though, over the next 3 years, there wasn't much fighting because the emperor-elect and the pope were at war with each other, and that kind of ground all of the conflict between Samogitia and Poland with the Order to a close, more or less. Is everyone doing okay in here? Yeah. So yeah, Lena is down here talking to Elżbieta. I might go ahead and move Elżbieta out soon because we don't need this many adults here, and that way she'll have a chance to go off and find someone of her own, build her own life. And I know that we've had a complicated relationship with her, but she has really been there for us as she's like screaming at people. She has really been there for, yep, there she goes. She has really been there for this family, so we might just go ahead and, let her be. Oh, hey, Vilkas. Vilkas is I'm sorry. They just get to their new house and they are greeted by Vilkas jumping in the air, being like, hee hee. Pal? What's going on? Well, I don't know why you're acting all crazy about the fact that there's poor weather. Like, you should know, pal. You should know. Well, they're kind of doing that. This is their home. I really like the idea of doing something like a loft, but a different version than having the whole attic upstairs. So I used a platform, even though it wastes a bunch of space on the footprint, just to sort of like have something be different. A different kind of floor plan. Their kitchen area is over here with their dining area, and they've got like their hearth, and then over in that corner is their bathroom. It's a really teeny tiny bathroom over there. And then down here, we haven't finished it yet because I didn't think it was realistic that they would have, but there's another sort of bathroom. There's a room that could be for maybe the infants or tots, and then there's a big room for living space. And I thought that was kind of a nice way of breaking things up and just making it a little bit different than the way that we usually have there. Wow, this is pretty rough weather. The way that we would usually, have their homes. So can we just make sure, Isabel, do you mind terribly if we just make sure that you're pregnant, please? And then we'll pop over to the Jacobsons' house gotta pop over to the Jacobsons' house. Actually, could you clean out your spoiled food if you don't mind, bud? I saw you try to do that before. She has 3 siblings. Oh, she's an aficionado. A bookworm and a child of the ocean. We might change this. Oh, she wanted to try for a baby? Well, you could have told me that. I mean, you're pregnant now, but you'll get the opportunity again soon, I'm sure. So these guys are going to take care of the babies. They are due to age up to infants today. So this will shortly be a terrible place to exist. Of course, the girl came first as always. And what you'll notice is that Ava is back permanently. She, I think, is here because she feels really guilty that she wasn't here when Grania had her bad roll. Yeah, sure, Kieran. And she wasn't here to protect her, and that magic is now lost. And she's determined to be here to protect Kieran because she has a terrible feeling that something might still be going wrong. And so she's now a permanent part of the family. Gree and Kennard have had all of Gree's baby tries. So we know that there's space. There's still space as well for Adam to come back. So Eba's now a part of their family. She's abandoned her daughter, Rhianach, who is, doing something. We don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. Let's age up these little twin thins and then get out of here before they have a chance to cause too much chaos for us. You laugh, Gree, you laugh. It's hilarious. You think it's hilarious. You've been through this before, haven't you? Yeah. Hilarious. Edith is cautious. Always a good thing in this world. Nice hat that you've come out with. What happened? And what about you, little bud? Edwin is intense. Ah, how fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and modify them in cast, make them time period appropriate, and check on their skin tones. Oh, you did get your dad's skin color. Okay, we'll leave it like that then. Can I give you some CC eyes instead? You can keep the same color. If she's got the bow, we're leaving the bow. What about you, buddy? Oh my gosh, I think he got Kennard's skin tone as well. And then you've got blue eyes. Okay, so it's not a lot of time that we've spent here with these guys. Oh my gosh, Eleanor, look at you floating. Mini Gree! And then once they've put these kids to bed, what we'll do is we will go ahead and head over to the main Payne family, because I think we'll be spending the rest of the year with them. Morning sickness! Oh my gosh, Heidi, are you pregnant? What a little sneak. Okay, so I was just getting them all started with doing their chores and everything, getting their mood sorted. And Heidi got the morning sickness moodlet, so it turns out she's pregnant. She must have gotten pregnant. They must have done that on their own, because I could have sworn I checked before when we were here last. Oh yeah, and also it's her birthday. It's technically at midnight, but she can't age up when she's pregnant. Interesting. There's a lot going on today. So Eydís is going to get married today, move out. Knox is aging up to a child. Heidi's technically supposed to have her birthday today, but I guess now she's pregnant. So I'll think of how best to manage that. Because Eydís is leaving, I'm gonna have her basically harvest all of her herbs before she goes, since she'll need them to start her own little garden at her own place. Hey buddy, can you go ahead and get up? Oh yeah, Huxley got mauled by a bear when he went out hunting yesterday morning. What else? What else is going on? And Huxley's going to get married this year as well. But I thought we might as well let Eydís have, you know, her day. And then we'll come back for Huxley shortly thereafter. See if weeding is actually going to work this time. Spraying for bugs, you know? Oh yeah, and during the night we got a notification saying our mini sheep, our mini goat, and our cow are all getting pretty old. So I imagine we're gonna lose all of them shortly. Okay, Heidi, can you try putting Graham to sleep here and then going to grab a serving? What are you up to, kid? You're perfect. You're perfect. Eydís. Okay, Eydís, it's not working. It was a valiant attempt, but it's just not working. Eydís? Oh, God. This game. Luckily, we have cheats to fix the code that doesn't work. Oh, just kidding. They're back. Every time you fix one, another one sprouts up. Ooh, something exciting that happened is I was checking to see how much our holding is. I think it's only about 43,000 currently, now that we've like lost a ton of equipment and stuff. And so actually we could relatively soon, if we had a different Earl, be able to buy our way out of serfdom, which would be really exciting. Esmond! Esmond just asked Heidi to go do the old woohoo. And Leif and Eydís are preparing to get married, so... Okay, Eydís, do you mind getting everyone to sit down? Please take your seats, everyone. Yeah, please take your seats. Everyone else, are you coming? Making your way downtown? Walking fast? We'll send... Down? Leif? Okay, now really quickly, because I've just realized I haven't addressed this, even though I was thinking about it. First of all, Eydís. What a face you're giving us right now. But, basically, the comment section was really split about Leif and Eydís. Like, should they stay together? Oh, thanks for staying in the way, everyone. Okay. I sent you the wrong way. Send up, Leif. So the comments were pretty split about should they stay together, with good points raised on both sides. Obviously, the most good point is that you go ahead and walk up as well, Eydís. The most good point is that Esmond wouldn't have sort of like accepted for his sister to be treated this way. I think that that's pretty fair to say. Everybody knows that that's true. But we all also know that flirting in The Sims is like kind of buggy, so it's kind of like not really Leif's fault. Although I will say that Leif and Jefferson, I went to check, and according to their, you know, sexual orientation and caste, as well as their attractiveness settings and wonderful whims, they both are bisexual, but Leif is still really into Eydís. Leif is our little, oh, beautiful wedding. They exchanged their vows. Wow, fantastic. So I guess that's that. Can you two please listen? You two, go take your seats. We're trying to do our spousal kiss over here. Esmond and Heidi are like, we're stealing the show. Well, okay. We tried. Could everybody please... sorry. Leif, will you please escort Eydís while the guests throw rice? Oh, this is kind of sweet, isn't it? Oh dear. Let us just turn this way. What I like best about this is how the music keeps playing even when you stop. Also, what I think is funny is that Eydís does not look happy at all. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, their mouths are almost touching correctly, which is rare in this game. Oh, there we go. That's our spousal kiss. Congrats, you two. Congrats. And that's going to be the end of that ceremony because we've got other things to do and it's already 3 o'clock, so goodbye. Oh, I thought I was saying good. Oh, it's because it's you. Goodbye to the ceremony. Yes. Okay, so we got 800 for some reason. Eydís, you're going over with Leif. Congratulations. You owe him the 500 dowry, but you also got 800 for some reason. Listen, here's your 500 dowry. There you go. You can move to his holding. So we've done the dowry, and that means that we got 800, but we already paid 1,000 for the marriage cost. So we really owe 300. Wait. Yeah, because we got the 200 basically from whatever just happened, and then 100 for merchant. So don't worry, trust me, I'm taking out the money that we owe. So Eydís and Leif are living right here. It's really close to Jefferson and Deauville. Basically, this is their home. So Leif got this holding. This was actually meant to be the original Deauville's holding. And as you can see, it's pretty wild and overgrown. Ignore those cars. That's just Tenford on Bagley. It's like a bit snarly. Like it used to be well kept and a nice holding, but something bad, I think, happened to the people who lived here before, and it was abandoned with their bodies just outside and kind of came to ruin over time. So this is like the former shell of what was the house. There's still like a little pantry in it and some cupboards, but they're pretty beat up. And other than that, it's just like the roof has fallen in, you know? So this place is going to take a little bit of work, and I don't know, you know? It's going to take a little bit of work for them to figure out how they can live here. But I thought it might be nice for them to not all have exactly the same kind of experience. So over time, we'll see Leif and Eydís working on building this up. It's currently the last week of winter next week, and then it'll be spring. So I think they're kind of just going to have to tough it out for this week, and then, well, who knows? Maybe they can do some stuff, but I will get them at least... Oh, they do have a roof. It's just not a complete roof. That's right. So there is a bit of a hole here, but other than that, you know, they've got a roof. They've got a roof over their heads. There you go, you two. Soulmates, just married, and off to woohoo. There you go. With a unique house, with a lot of character, it's going to require a lot of work. I think it was about the location. So yeah, that's where they are. And we will see what kind of chaos Leif and Jefferson bring to family get-togethers in the future, I guess. And then we'll check back in every so often to work on like improving their holding and sort of like try and make it a little bit more, you know, livable. But for now, we'll leave them to it and go back to the main family. Okay, so we're back now with the main Payne family. I'm going to open the live-in store. Oh, actually, I need to make a note really quickly. 29114. Meanwhile, Heidi's working on making the cake for Knox's birthday. Esmond is going to hang out with Graham, and Beatrice is going to eat some food, basically. That's kind of the plan here. Can't believe that Eydís took the mini sheep, but not the mini goat. That's so bizarre. No, Heidi! Gosh darn it! Heidi! Fine, eat. Oh, Heidi. We don't have that many eggs. Are you kidding me? That's twice. Heidi, I didn't know that you were gonna be this way. Are you done eating, Heidi? Like, come on. We've got things to do. It's already 7:43. She really did just annoy me pretty badly. Because that's 2 episodes in a row, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So while they're doing this, I thought let's talk about crime in this time period just for some fun. Not like we have any criminals currently, unless you count cake thievery as being one. But there were no long trials with questionings and witness statements. Trials were very quick, and guilt at court was dependent on the reputation and character of the prisoner rather than evidence, which makes the story of the Warrant family quite odd. It began in 1321 when the Warrant family in Norfolk was making a nuisance of themselves. It started with 2 sisters and 1 brother who were accused of stealing goods. Another sister that same year was accused of theft. In addition, the 5th family member, John, was found guilty of stealing cloth and other goods worth 8 shillings. And just for some context, the average laborer in this area at that time earned 3 pennies a day. So 8 shillings was about a month's wages, and stealing anything over 12 pence was considered a serious crime. So the punishment that he received was to be hanged. Then, in 1325, all 4 siblings were locked up for the crime of stealing cloth worth 60 shillings. The jailer was instructed basically to torture them. They managed to escape conviction when they went before a jury. Now, as for prison life, it was rough. Exile was better than prison a lot of time because not many people survived prison. There was bad, scarce food. There was lots of disease. There were sometimes that the prison guards would put tainted food that would end up killing the prisoners when they ate it. And some prisons actually required the prisoner to buy their own food if they wanted to, eat anything to survive. That didn't stop the Warrant family, though, because in February 1326, the family was charged with the theft of 32 cloths. They got away with it. In August 1326, 2 of the sisters were accused of stealing another 40 shillings worth. Somehow they were acquitted again. But after that, the family disappears, either because somebody sought retribution, or because they moved away, or because of any other number of things we don't know. And that's the end of the Warrant family story. But I thought it was pretty interesting and just a good anecdote about what kind of crime looked like at the time. Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Help blow out the candles, Knox. And he's a music lover. Oh my gosh, that runs in this family so much. Let's see, what is his aspiration going to be? First one doesn't count, so number 2, mental whiz kid. For Knox to survive, he cannot roll a 3, a 9, or a 19. First one doesn't count, so, oh my goodness. Ooh, he cut it fine, but he's gonna make it. Good grief. Buddy, too close. And Heidi's birthday was supposed to be, well, pretty much now, but she's currently pregnant, so we can't age her up. So once she's given birth to this next baby, we'll age her up, but the numbers she needs to avoid rolling are a 6 and a 14. So let's see, and she's fine, so she didn't fail her age up, so we'll just do her birthday when she's given birth to this baby at some point, which I'm not aware of because I didn't know that she was even pregnant. So we started our sale with 29,114 simoleons. We finished it with 34,099, which means that we made about 4,985 simoleons profit. And because we have 40% taxes, we owe 1,994 of that, which is a real bummer, but what can you do? So we only have got 32,105 simoleons left. And why are, oh no, it's a fake awake. Okay, so I've just realized that with all of the pregnancies now, it's going to be another crazy year coming up soon. So lots of pregnancies, lots of stuff like that. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this part, and I will see you in the second half of 1326. Bye bye everyone.